Hi everyone, it's me again. Welcome to our Mondays with Yana and Diego, where we practice some English. As you know, here we have some conversations which you can use to practice your listening skills or writing skills if you want to write a summary of the conversations. Or if you have the chance to talk with someone, you can ask each other the same or different questions about the same topics. And also you can subscribe for free to our channel to be informed about the recordings that we are uploading just by simple clicking on that delicious Slovenian dessert on the right corner at the end of the video, which is called kremšnita, and it's for free. It just informs you about what we are working on. What topic did you pick today, Diego?
It's the one of dating.
Okay. It's a romantic one.
Sure. So, Yana, I have a question for you. I want you to pick 3 qualities that you would find the most important in a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Do you have a list or
I have a
from
list.
my head?
I have a
Okay.
list. Physical appearance, common interests, fashion sense, kindness, intelligence, honesty, marriage potential, or other.
I well, mm, I wouldn't say I go crazy after physical appearance of someone, but yes, it is important that I'm attracted by that person because if not, well, the most it gets is friendship, no?
Right.
So I do have to pick this one. Then the second one would be intelligence. And not that I'm not looking for someone with PhD or even more. No, to me the papers, well, not necessarily show, let's say, life intelligence, the way I call it, no?
Right.
It's academical intelligence, maybe, which, well, it means that the person knows a lot about one topic, at least, no? And that the person dedicated time to study it. But it doesn't mean that the person has, in my opinion, the life intelligence. And, well, there are many things that come into our lives, and I think it's good that you can make good decisions.
Right.
And also, it's important to be able to have different conversations with your couple, because if not, I think the relationship dies with the time, or it gets boring, or I don't know, or the distance comes between them. So I think it's good that the person knows about different things, or at least is intelligent enough to be open to talk about different topics. So that's why intelligence, I would have to put a tick there. And the last one, which is to me a must, is honesty. Because, well, in my country, it's one of the most important values. At least it used to be when I was a child. And I think, and I'm also teaching Lisa that way, that I hope that she will always come to me, but except of when she's in special parts of her life, no, which when it's the part of development, but that she will have the trust to come with me and honestly tell me what happened and why it happened, because it's like a doctor treating an unknown disease, no? I mean, how can you fix the situation if you don't know what exactly the case is? So to me, honesty is really a thing that I couldn't live without. I mean, I couldn't be with someone that is not honest.
All right.
What would you pick, Diego?
I would pick common interests. I think that's important that you have common interests, even though probably later on some other common interests might develop. But I think that's important. Common interests, intelligence also, like you mentioned, not book intelligent or IQ intelligent, but maybe intelligence on knowing how to make right decisions. And I guess also honesty. I mean, who wants to be with someone that's dishonest? It would be very, very difficult to have a good relationship, I think. So, those 3.
And can I ask you an additional question?
Sure.
In your case, what common interests have to be common? I mean, which of your interests should be common? Or let me put it differently. You have many interests, not like any other person.
Right.
But which of ones are so important that you really would like your couple to have the same ones?
Not that they're so important. For example, a common interest that you and me have is Mexico, right?
One of them is.
Which is really big. It's interesting because I am Mexican, even though I I didn't grow up here. I grew up, for the people that don't know that are watching this, I lived for 15 years in Peru. So I grew up there, but still I'm Mexican. But the interesting thing I want to mention is you are a foreigner. However, thanks to you, I learned many things about Mexico. You know how it is. You know, it's your country, and maybe you don't visit that much, or maybe you're not that interested in some things that sometimes tourists, you're not a tourist, but foreigners are more interested in.
I have to interrupt you. I still feel I'm on permanent vacations here in Mexico. It's so cool.
Yeah, there you go. So, just many things that I learned and I want to do because of many times your motivation for these things.
I think we also have languages in common, no?
We have languages in common. We have, you know what else we have in common? Growing up like in a multicultural environment.
Uh-huh.
That we also have in common. You, because of your country, you're surrounded by other countries, and there's a lot of influence.
Exactly.
And the languages, and you traveled around in Europe, and in my case, well, being in a multicultural school where we had, my God, students, and I had classmates from many, many parts of the world. And growing up in Peru, in American schools, being Mexican, so that was very.
Yours was more intensive, I would have to say.
Yes, it was, but that's why we will be speaking. I'm telling our viewers about different countries that we have visited or that we would like to visit, and we'll be talking about the different aspects of that, and that will be very interesting. So please don't miss it. So back to our dating topic.
Are you inviting me?
Yes, maybe later. But first of all, the question that I wanted to make to you is to ask you is, what activities are enjoyable to do on a first date, Yana? First date.
To talk about the insurance in Mexico, to ask about money system here. I mean about the banks. About astrology.
You're joking, right?
Well, that's what I did on our first date.
You did.
But
it was a terrible date that we had, our first dates, for the people to know. Actually, they were not good. We had really bad dates.
3 bad dates.
3 bad dates.
Yes. But it was because you invited me to have a cup of coffee. So I went to have a cup of coffee with my ex-Spanish teacher. No one informed me it was a date.
Right, and to me it was a date. You know, it was just you and I, cup of coffee. There was, common interests between us. I like you, you like me. And, yeah. And then I invited you out to a bar, and you didn't want anything to drink. I mean, hey, have a beer, have a tequila, have a whatever, something, no? And you didn't want to have a drink. And that
I
to
made
me was
it
like,
up to you in the next one.
yeah, that was confused, like, well, just, have a little something. Wine? No. And I wanted to offer you something to eat, some snacks or hors d'oeuvres. No, you didn't want. I ordered something which I ate myself. I think you didn't want to eat anything. And then to make things worse, Yana, I picked this bar, which is one of the nicest, most popular bars in Mexico City, and then she says, could we leave? Can we go somewhere else? Music is kind of loud here. So, yes, it was not good.
Disaster number 2.
But we made it after that, right? I think after the 4th date.
I think we're quite resistant.
Yeah. All right, next question. So tell me, here's a good question. Who should pay on a date? And what do you think? Who should pay on a date? And what do you think about going Dutch? You know what that is?
No. Go to Holland.
No, when each of you pays your own bill or whatever, you go somewhere, for example, you have lunch, and then you pay for your share, and I pay for my share.
You made a very difficult question right now. Well, in my country, that's not an uncommon thing, and also a woman can invite out.
What's not uncommon? For each to
share,
pay their own?
To share, yes.
To share the expense?
Yes.
Okay.
But here in Mexico, and it's not that I would want to take advantage on you, for example, no? But I don't know. I think I would take a role away from you if I wanted to do that. You know, that I would make it the way it's not supposed to be. I don't know if I explain.
Yes.
I find it here that the men feel they have to pay and that there's part of their role, of the part of being a man. And it's not that I wouldn't want to spend the money, but I wouldn't like to, well, to make something not pleasant, no, because of that. I don't know. Explain. You're a Mexican.
Well, times are changing. Times are changing. That's how it was before, and many men still feel that way. But I have spoken to many men who don't like that, let's call it tradition.
Uh-huh.
They don't like it. They don't like it, some of them, simply because it's too expensive.
Yes.
Maybe you want to invite someone out, but then you plan things out, so you're thinking, maybe a typical Mexican date. Okay, I'm going to take her out to eat. So it's going there, maybe having some drinks first, and then having whatever, eating at a restaurant, and then maybe something else
Uh-huh.
after that. Maybe going out to a bar to have some drinks, or maybe dancing, or whatever.
It's kind of
So,
pricey.
yes, imagine paying for all that. I mean, if you don't have any money issues, well, no problem. But it can be expensive.
And it's, well, you can maybe go less times out as if they both participate, no?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So tell me, is it okay to date several people at the same time?
I don't know. Let me think. And literally, could you pause it, please?
Okay. We'll pause it. Okay, so we're back, Yana. Now will you answer the question?
My question is, I have another question. I mean, what does that mean, dating? How far does it go? Everywhere? I mean, to all the levels?
What do you mean? I don't understand your question.
Well, if dating means knowing different people at the same time,
Okay.
something.
Uh-huh.
But if it includes knowing them physically, it's something else to me.
I don't think it necessarily means that. It could or it couldn't. That really, I don't think it's...
But to me, it's very
Definite.
important.
Okay, so if it includes...
Let's say like this. I don't like playing with other people's feelings, so I definitely wouldn't want to be one of the 5 analyzed people, for example, of someone, no.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I wouldn't like to imagine, no, that someone is and then you ask, hey, when are we going out? Well, I don't know. On Monday I'm going with Rebecca. On Tuesday I'm already, no, I wouldn't want to, no. And
Right.
if it's an innocent thing, the person should be able to tell you that the person is doing this thing, and I don't think anyone says that. No?
So it should be just one person at a time, right?
I think so. Even though, well, if you would like to meet the person, to know how that person is, it doesn't mean anything bad. But I don't know if anyone would like to be one of the group of people that is,
I agree with you. I think that's the best thing to do. I have another question for you. Do you like to talk a lot?
Well, we have our YouTube channel, so what do you think?
You like to talk a lot, of course you do.
Exactly.
So this question...
But do you like a lot? I like to talk a lot.
Well, yes, but it depends on the situation, right? If I'm on a date, do I like to talk a lot? Yes, I like to talk a lot, but not, 100% of the time of the date, right? Because there are people that talk and talk and talk and don't let the other person talk.
To the point that it becomes annoying, no?
Yeah, that's not good. So, are you quiet when you meet first someone?
Was I?
No, you weren't. You were very talkative, actually. Is it okay if one person does most of the talking on a date, in your opinion? Well, we were speaking about this and we said no. Clearly not.
I think if it's the first dates, no. But then it can happen that, well, that one, I don't know, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th date, no? You go out and you open a topic that is interesting for both people, no? I don't know, right? I just pull it, I don't know. an amazing visit of a country, no?
Mm-hmm.
So it might happen that one person, well, the person that was there obviously speaks more, but the other one could also be interested and make questions, no? So I think it can happen, but it shouldn't be at the first date, no, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, Yana, believe it or not, we're out of time again.
Really?
Yep.
So are you inviting me out or not?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a date afterwards.
Okay. Well, if you liked our video, you can always give us a like and obviously share with whoever you feel that would be interested for this or the other reason. And I'm inviting you to comment. How was your best first date? What did you do? See you here on next Monday. Bye.
Bye.